Hello everyone, your favorite night owl here, talking about pandemic prep. Before we get started, well, specifically my pandemic prep, let me clarify. Before we get started, I will be uploading to BitChute as DSR Verulven Pack and to YouTube as DSR. Cool beans, cool beans. Alright, let's get on with it, shall we? Alright. Got here my preparation for pandemic. And what I mean by pandemic, it may be certain viruses running around in the news right now, certain COVID-19 or coronavirus. Or it might be something else next year. Maybe something will come up during this pandemic as well. That's worse. We do not know. As the world becomes more integrated, so shall the ability of viruses to spread increase. So, what would I generally recommend for people? Well, that would be in a separate video, but this is how I am preparing, as a general consideration for anyone interested. Went out, got some extra rice, particularly brown rice, which is a little bit healthier than the white rice. Although, do have a decent amount of white rice. Rice is never in shortage in this family. It is a staple food around here. And what goes better with rice than chickpeas? Also known as garbanzo beans. The brown rice is a bit healthier than the white rice. Both are good, and well, especially when well seasoned. I like seasoning my rice with some butter, some garlic, and a little salt and pepper. Same goes for my chickpeas. In fact, chickpeas and rice go quite well together. Saute some chickpeas with some minced onions, some garlic, some butter. That's actually good by itself too. I got like a box of this somewhere. I have no idea. Now, you might be wondering about these boxes here. This is some extra ammo I got for my scout rifle for property protection. Looters are not welcome here. Alrighty then. I'll help someone if I can, but if they're here to, take by force, an eye for an eye. Oh dear. Cat threw something on the floor. Alrighty then, this is some fairly affordable ammo. Quilla, Remington Core-Lock, just in case. I don't imagine needing it, but it's always good to have a little extra on hand. This box here is just for representation because I already have these pulled for something else. The Quilla works well in my scout rifle, so I chose that, but let's move these aside. Just in case it was getting anyone nervous. Move these around. Now, as things go, I have other preparations in place, including a rather large poleaxe I'd gotten for when I was practicing HEMA, Historical European Martial Arts. Martial arts are always a good investment. I happen to be trained in poleaxe. Well, in the use of poleaxe. Let me correct myself there. Chickpeas, I'll eat these any time of the year. It doesn't even have to be a pandemic. Now, worst comes to worst, I have a little extra food on the side. COVID goes away, I have extra food. A little preparation never hurts. And rice and chickpeas are the best. In fact, rice and sauteed kidney beans are also fairly nice as well. Although I wasn't going to drag out everything in my pantry for everyone else to see. Generally, just get a couple of extra bags of rice. Brown rice also tastes better to me. Got the white rice, which you can get in bulk, a little bit more than the brown rice. But the brown rice is a bit heavier, but brown rice, it does take a little bit longer to cook. That's the one downside. A little bit healthier, a little bit better tasting, but takes a little longer to cook. I think it's almost twice as long. And chickpeas, they don't take long to cook. You can use them in a variety of recipes, although they pair really well with rice. Also, sauteed chickpeas go really well with eggs, too. In fact, eggs and rice, as egg fried rice, is also a very good choice for when you're trying to ride out a pandemic. Alrighty then. Cool beans, cool beans. Moving on. Generally, I got some extra Band-Aids. Although, that's not going to be particularly useful in the case of pandemics. Now, as time goes on, as the world becomes more connected, pandemics are going to start cropping up more and more. The question is how fast science can respond to them. Generally, it does so fairly quickly. Although, I don't plan to freak out. A few extra bags of rice and chickpeas is hardly freaking out. Some might argue getting a couple extra boxes of ammo is freaking out. It's not, because this is still useful even if there's no one trying to come through my door. Over here, just a sec, I have aforementioned, it got hooked on something, sorry. Couldn't just lift it up on the table. Sorry for the shaky cam. The aforementioned poleaxe, which I have something on the edge so it doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't, you know, I don't stub my toe on a rather sharp blade. Although it has gotten a little bit on the dull side, so I will need to sharpen that further. Probably do that in the next couple days. Another good investment would be limes and lemon. That would also be a fairly effective thing to stock up on. Onions, potatoes. Oh, onions are definitely good to have. Onions and garlic. And they'll last a while in the fridge. And they're also, you know, I can eat onions by themselves. You know, saute them with a little garlic. I guess then it wouldn't be by itself, it has garlic in it. Some salt, pepper, little garlic, chopped onion, saute it in some butter. That's good just by itself. Especially, you know, with a little egg. We got some chickens, so, you know, eggs are free. Well, not if you include the feed. However, they'll eat just about anything. Cool beans, cool beans. We have our fearsome Boston Bull Terrier as a guard dog. I'm not sure if she's around. And we got 4 guard cats. Trained attack cats. The future of private home security. Well, I guess it would depend on your perspective with that. Cool beans, cool beans. Well, I guess that's going to be it for now. This is just what I'm personally up to. No need to panic. Just get a little extra of this, a little extra of that. Think about your personal protection, too. If things do get bad, this is very valuable. And if anyone knows you have it, they're liable to try to take it. Never assume someone will not act on their worst possible instinct. Alright, this will be uploaded to both my YouTube channel, DSR, and my BitChute account. DSR of a Rulven Pack. Like, share, and subscribe, and see everyone around.